Well, hello everyone. Good evening, all the way from Dallas, Texas, USA. I'm going to give you a minute to jump on in the room before I give you this grand introduction. So, as you are coming in, tag someone, bring in a bestie, bring in a family member, bring in, those who support you. Bring them right on in here to Brewing Live because we have a special Preseason 5. Ooh, that 5 numerical number. It's one of my favorite numbers, actually. So this is the year of new beginnings. Brewing Live is a community service of D Cup Coffee Republic, and we are now on our 5th month of serving in this digital space. Our heart as an organization is to fill your digital cup with great stuff that matters and ignite your space with opportunities for impact, income, and influence so that you can experience transformation in different areas of your life through the platform of life coaching, especially this time that the new decade is unfolding right before us. D Cup Coffee Republic is a coaching hub and a home of certified life coaches where inspiration begins and transformation happens through the platform of life coaching. Our physical space is located inside of Pioneer Center along Pioneer Road, corner of Brixton and United Streets. Our hub is open from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. for dine-in, pickup, and delivery for your premium drinks and Nutrilicious food. That Nutrilicious food, I'm telling you, they have some of the best food there, okay? Plant-based meals is also available to help keep you fit, healthy, especially during this time of pandemic. For coaching services, we do offer coaching services on demand 24/7. Just connect with the beautiful Coach Brazil through 0917-586-1661 anytime for the day and any day of the week. You may also visit our coaching hub for complimentary coaching sessions, even without prior appointment. How beautiful is that? So thank you for joining me today. Please tag a friend, like I've said before, in the comments below and share this link on your Facebook timeline. Share it in your groups, share it on your page so that we can reach more people and help transform lives. If you are new to our Facebook page, please like and follow so you can get the notifications for future live streamings. D Cup Brewing Live is a partnership with Coach A Coaching Club, the premier club for coaches and entrepreneurs. And our mission as club members is to create massive impact by turning our talents into income and influencing the people in our chosen domain and territory through the platform of life coaching. The club is now officially closed, but it's okay. But if you're interested to know more about how you could be a part of the Coaching A Coaching Club and the benefit from learning opportunity with Master Coach A, my beautiful sister, please contact, once again, the beautiful Coach Rizal at 0917-586-1661 for you to get notified when the club opens again for membership. Today, I'm going to be sharing a beautiful message with you, but as we begin, I invite you to intentionally learn from this episode and earn wisdom and strategies and techniques as I give you generously to the advancement of life coaching and support fellow change agents in the practice of the profession. For your love gift, now listen now, for your love gift, there's going to be a link in the captions, either above me or below me or somewhere. Find that love link, and I want you to go in and I want you to bless. I want you to bless this stream because everybody that comes here, they come here and they come with their full heart. They're not paid for it. And this is what we were created to do as life coaches. So giving is earning, the opportunity to be blessed and to be a channel of God's blessing. So I am inviting you to say yes, Y-E-S, to the privilege of giving honor to whom honor is due. And thank you for your generous heart. So I see you jumping in. Let me just say hello really quick to everyone. So hello, I see you, Coach Marine and Coach Candy, Coach Hasmi, Coach Sean on today. So let me make sure, and I'm going to jump right. Today is called Who Can Know What's Next? And trust me, it's a tough topic. It's so tough that I didn't even complete it. So I'm going to give you all that I had to share, just really authentically from the pit of my core and from the anchor of my heart. I'm going to give you all that I can share as of today. And I'm going to tell you how I even came to honoring this topic for today. So those of you who are jumping on, you really do not know me. You know, like, who is that beautiful woman with those fancy glasses on and those plum lips? You know, I'm going to introduce myself to you. So my name is Master Coach Lakendra Smalley. I'm the founder and CEO of the Global Institute for Coaches and Entrepreneurs. And you can find more about the Institute at www.globalcoachentrepreneur.org. But listen, about a week ago, I spent the day in prayer and meditation. I want you to drop a 1 if you pray and meditate, or pray and meditate all together. You know, like, if you understand like the difference between prayer and meditation, just drop a 1 if you pray, or if you meditate, or you pray and meditate on a daily basis. Just put a 1 in the comments. So about a week ago, I spent a whole day, like literally a whole 24 hours in prayer and meditation. And I have a beautiful habit of conversing with God about what He has for me to do. See, that's the beautiful thing about when you go into prayer. You know, a lot of us go into prayer, you know, always asking. You know, we're always in a position where we're asking. Well, I've made it a habit in the last year, just the last year, y'all, because I was there too. But I think I really have all that I really need. And then I'm equipped with the ability, the gifts and the talent to like really pursue anything else that I desire from God. Okay. So now when I go into my prayer closet, I go asking God what He has for me. If you can relate to that, go ahead and drop me a 1 in the comments. Just a 1 just lets me know that you're with me, and we're all in this together. So I have these great conversations, and those of you who are faith driven and you understand when I say having conversations with God, because I'm a God girl and I say that all the time. But conversations with God, it's so enlightening for me because they come in so many shapes and forms, you know, and how He desires to give us messages. But let me tell you something. This conversation was so different, so different. This time He left me with a couple of questions, and I didn't want to sit with them alone. See, I've learned not to keep all of this goodness, you know, to myself. So every day I spent time meditating on each question. There were a couple of questions that He left me with, like I could clearly see them in my mind. I could articulate them, and I wrote them down, right? And I started discussing them with friends, even with Master Coach A. I even took to her for these questions, and the questions that she even helped me with is the question that I'm going to be answering for you on today. And so I took to my friends and was like, hey, what do you feel about this? Like, how would you answer this question for yourself? And then because I am, you know, by heart, I'm a sociologist, I took to research as well, because I love reading and I love finding information and finding what other people think about certain things and different studies. So I even did that too. So I connected with readings who shared the same ideas of who can know what's next. So I really just did research around authors and, you know, even scientists. I even found some scientists who tried to really predict on what's next. I even found great leaders, spiritual leaders who tried to predict on what's next. Then I just found like just great faith walkers that are extraordinary people and who really live, they live a good life and want to make the world a better place. And even they had predictions of what's next. But I sat with it, y'all. And as I sat in deep silence, all of these different answers started to come to me. Because here's the thing. I want y'all to follow me because I've never done a talk like this before. And it was really even scary, right? But I told Master Coach A, I said, I'm going to do this talk, sister. So I need for y'all to follow me. We are in 2021, and there are already arguments about if 2021 or 2020 begun a new century. Did y'all know that? Did y'all know that there are now debatable arguments over when the new century begun? Was it last year, January 1st, 2020? Or did it start this year, January 1st, 2021? Like, we're already like in conflict. Already we have created even more conflict. Like, do we really need more conflict in the earth, in the like on the earth or in the world? Do we? There's so much chaos in the world right now. And my question is, do we have a choice whether to wake up to the chaos or create new beginnings? And it's so funny, as I read the introduction, and create new beginnings was there because today was the first day that I've even seen the introductions of Brewing Live for 2021. And then here we are, I'm talking about, do we really have a choice? Do you? I'm asking you, do you have a choice to wake up in all of the chaos of the world, or do you really have a choice to create new beginnings? Just think about it. 2020 heightened uncertainty, or did it create an excellent opportunity for growth? Even this we can challenge. There's already debates going on about people who said, hey, I experienced great loss in 2020. And a lot of people did, right? And we empathize and we have compassion for that. But then you have another group who said, hey, but I got to spend more time with my family. My business grew. I changed my life around because I had the opportunity to, because I didn't have to rip and run everywhere. So there'd be so many challenges. Can y'all answer that? Can anybody just send me some messages? Because I'm going to go back and I'm going to read these. I want to dialogue with you once I get off. Why must there be so many challenges? And who determines life for you? Who determines life for you? I want you to think about that. I know some of these questions are tough, and some people may have difficulty in really answering them. And some people may even be afraid because our tongues have been like stripped from its authenticity, its connection with the authentic voice, that we won't even command or stand up for ourselves in the answers in which we want to relay, because we're so afraid of what people may say or what people may think. So why must there be so many challenges? Why must we create them? And who determines life for you? Think about those questions. If you're bold and if you're brave, I want you to just be authentic. There's no right or wrong answer, and just answer it in the comments, okay? Because it really brings me to, as I was doing all my research, I found like all these different principles, and there were eight solid ones that stuck with me, but I'm only going to go through 5 today. I'm going to go through 5. When am I going to do the others? I don't know. I don't know when I'm going to do the other 4. But 5, I stand firm on. There's no debating them. They're my truth. And they are going to help me to live the best possible life that I can live in 2021. They're going to help me. These principles are going to help me live the best possible day for the rest of the days of 2021. So the first principle is change your norm. I really hope you're taking notes, right? Because I want you just to be a great student today. And I'm not going to even be long because you see there's only 5, but y'all know I can talk, okay? But I will be mindful. I want you to think about changing your norm, but I want to educate you on what I'm really saying. Your norm, no one else. For once, can we take the responsibility for not quoting something that we read to defend our righteousness or ego to win a point? For once. Remember the chaos I was talking about? Like, why do we always create? Why are we always creating chaos? For once, can we take responsibility of not quoting something that we read to defend our own righteousness or ego to win a point, but become revolutionary of our minds, which has been conditioned to restrictive rules that keeps us from living with love and compassion? Think about it. Think about all of the restrictions we have based off of philosophy, based off of a quote, based off of teachings from people that we love and trust, based off of our heritage, based off of our culture. Think of those restrictions that keeps us bounded, where it separates us from pure love and compassion. So when I say change your norm, I'm not talking about mama's norm, daddy's norm, brother, sister, old, late grandpapa, mom, grandmama, our old ancestors. I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about you. I'm talking about, think of the things that are restricting you, that are keeping you from growing. And you know what they are. We always know. But it's a fear of changing the norm. And I get that, because every day I have to fight against my own changes from my own heritage in order for me to operate in love and compassion every single day. What are your limiting beliefs? Do you hold to tradition where you can't honor or see others? Do you? Think about this. I told y'all it's going to be a tough talk, but listen, there's no way that I can come on Brewing Live every month and just give you all of the happy and the joyous master coach. I would be doing you a disservice. My mother always told me, Lakendra, when God blesses you with a platform, you speak from your heart and you speak from your truth. Those that connect with you will connect, and those that will not, will not. There's not a day that we know, y'all, if it's our last day. There's not a day. I definitely didn't know when I was going to lose my mother or my grandmother. There was no way that I was prepared for that. But are we ever prepared? Were you prepared when you lost a loved one? Did you know? Did you know the exact day and the exact hour? Do we ever know? Even the wealthiest people in this world, they can't even predict that. That's something that they do not have control over. They may have control over the economy. They may have control over who gets what. But one thing they don't have control over is that. The day nor the hour. So since no one can know but the Most High, there is somebody that know, and I believe that in my core. No one can take that away from me. Since no one can know but the Most High, we must change the way we think, and we must change the way we love. Did y'all just hear what I said? If you're following me, just put a 1 in the comments. We must reposition the heart higher than ever before. Ever before. Y'all, it is tough. Like right now, I am under attack, even right now. And even me, my flesh going through, what shall I do in this moment of attack? Should I attack back and create more chaos in my life? Or do I position my heart in even a higher position than before. And damn it, my heart is in a high position already. Do y'all understand what I'm saying? So to have the most delightful encounter with life, since there are no solid predictions of what's next, this principle, change your norm. If you don't walk away with any of the other principles, you zoom in on this one, because this one will help you to live more delightful days and more joyful days for the rest of 2021. Love with abandon. Even this picture is beautiful for me. Leave all that keeps you from loving at the door. Leave it at the door, right? If I ask you to close your minds right now and said, envision a door that you can open and walk out on the other side. And if you could strip away everything that you possibly could that kept you from growing intelligently, kept you from growing within your heart space, where you love yourself more, where you love others more. And if you just left it all there and were able to walk back inside the door and lock the door and leave all of that burden and all of those weights behind, would you choose it? Would you choose the door? Abandon those things that makes your heart hard and broken. How do we abandon those things that makes our heart hard and broken? You got to be able to leave them at the door. Remind yourself right now of all the things people have done for you in your life that comes from different cultures or races. Think about it. It could be inspirational actors, because we connect with all different types of people: artists, online spiritual leaders, your school teachers or college professors, maybe a person you sat next to at an airport or a bus stop. Those simple things, people walk this earth where people never even speak to them, depending on the country that they're in. Think of the time you were a small child needing food, clothing, shelter, or training, all the way up to today, all the way up until right now. You're sitting on the opposite side of this screen, engaging with me. You're still here. All of that has everyone in your life that comes from your heritage been those that has given you complete joy and happiness? That's a tough question, but think about it. Think about it. It's so easy for us not to connect because of a feature, a sound, a look, a place, a thing. Like, it's something. We create all this chaos for whatever reason. But the true question is, has everyone in your life that comes from your heritage been those that have given you complete joy and happiness? If not, why not be open to anyone else being able to show you love and kindness and compassion and empathy and joy and enlightenment? That's what I'm talking about. Abandon. Those are the things that we need to start abandoning in 2021, because we don't know what's next. So what happens when what's next causes you to be a part of a melting pot and you can't even function because of all of your judgment, all of the things that you're holding on to that's keeping you from expanding your heart and growing in love and compassion? The second one is become the light. So when I started researching light, because I didn't want to be too creepy. You know what I mean? I just didn't want to be too creepy with Brewing Live today, because this is not truly my platform. This is Master Coach A, and I always want to honor her and show up in excellence for her. So I didn't want to be too creepy. So I did some research behind light. So what is light? And the fairest answer that I found that I'm going to connect with is You are light with your ability to be conscious and mindful, to act with intelligence, wisdom, and foresight. That's the definition I'm going to stick with. You are light with your ability to be conscious and mindful and to act with intelligence, wisdom, and foresight. To become the light means to improve every day as a human being. If we can agree with that, just put a 1, right? Because I didn't go really creepy with it. I just kept it very simplistic so we can understand it. So if we can all agree, just put a 1 in the comment. Because we can improve as a human being, by which I mean to be intentionally present. Like right now, we are intentionally present with one another. Have an awareness of things that you must change for yourself as your best and highest self, and to give love and compassion for others that you will meet for the remainder of the life you have left. For the remainder of the life that you have left, can you honestly say that because I don't know what's next, one thing that I can do to prepare for that day is just to become the light right now so I can improve myself every single day as a human being? Intentionally being present, always in awareness of things that I may need to change for myself to make me the best and highest self so I can continue to give love and compassion to others. If y'all are with me, see, I kept it real simple, right? Because life really don't have to be complicated. If we can just adapt and apply things that can make us better than the day before. The next one is, sister may get me, but I couldn't help myself, but we got to learn how to own our shit, right? We got to learn how to own our shit, because that's the problem. Cut the crap, right? I had to find a word to really stress that, and that's the best word I could find. That's the best word I could find. Do you understand what I'm saying? You got to cut the crap, everybody. How do I do that, Master Coach? Okay, I'll just tell you. There's 6 steps. There's really 10, but I'm only going to share 6 because I think 6 is where everybody is right now on this live. The first one is we got to learn how to face our fears, right? Face our fears. Stop allowing fear to defeat you. Stop saying that, oh my gosh, I have like this fear of flying, which is enabling you to travel the world to see something so much more beautiful than you ever seen, to expand your horizon of consciousness where you can what? Leave things at the door that no longer serves your growth in 2021. You got to face your fears of stage fright. You got to face your fears of showing up for yourself. Face them. Own your shit. That's what I mean by that. Number 2, reveal to yourself where you do or have done things that have caused yourself or others harm. This is big. This is big because really no one is out there teaching you about owning your own shit and confessing with your own tongue where you've done others harm and where you're doing yourself harm. How are you not treating yourself? How are you not treating others with love and compassion? Reveal it to yourself. I'm not telling you that you got to go out there and do a testimony to the world. It's between you and your Heavenly Father. Own it. Ask for forgiveness for this stuff and start working through the healing. I told y'all it was going to be tough. This is going to be a tough live, but we at the beginning of the year and we already screwing up. We're already screwing up. And not on my watch. I'm not going to be able to live with myself if I don't share this information with y'all. Stop running and take a stand. Some of you are running. You're running from everything because you're so fearful of facing it. You're so fearful of facing apologies. You know that there are people who want to apologize to you. You're afraid to face them because you were the victim in it. and you see them living a better life than how they treated you, but you're still trying to hold that grudge and that hate. Release it. Release it. Like, I don't know who I'm talking to. Allow the forgiveness to take its course. Stop running from promotions when you know you deserve to apply for that promotion, but you're so fearful for the advancement. Stop running from your promotions. Stop running from building your business when you know that you have the gifts and the talent to build it. You know that you do, but because you're fearful of the sacrifices that you have to take, you will not take a stand. That's a big one, y'all. It gave me chills. I had to breathe. I had to breathe through that one. Number 4, reconnect with the part of you that knows better and never leave it again. So reconnect with the part of you that knows better. What part of you knows better? Is it your soul? Is it that gut feeling that be telling you, stop acting like that? Is it the heart? What is it? I want you to connect with it. I want you to fight to connect with it. And I want you to never abandon it again. Redirect your ways. Redirect your ways. It is okay to find other ways that will lead you closer to your spiritual consciousness. People don't have to understand. People don't have to understand why you meditate, especially if your life is improving. Now, they may question you if you talk about all this prayer and meditation and you're still, on the other side of the tracks. But if your life is improving, stop allowing people to question your spiritual growth, your emotional growth, your advancement in your mental capacity. You need to just be okay with it and commit to a different course of action. This is a big one too, because we're so used to and we're so accustomed to the same type of outcomes because we give it the same type of reaction. Stop responding to everything because most things we respond to were not meant for us. Do y'all hear what I just said? Oh my gosh. Do you hear what I just said? Most of the things that you're out there fighting for and you taking a stand for and you doing all this, wasting all this energy and your life is still in shambles. Your homes are still chaotic. Your children are running amok. Your marriages are failing. You're barely surviving, but you have enough energy to fight someone else's cause. It ain't meant for you to fight. You got to learn how to fight your own causes. You got to learn how to fight for yourself first. That's why I'm talking about own your shit, because it's really it's a neglectful type of thing. It's a blind spot in which we want it to be blind, but it really ain't blind. We're so aware of it, but it takes us out of the responsibility of owning our own shit, cutting the crap. 2021, y'all got to get it together. We got to get it together. I'm preaching even to myself. Everything I read, everything I share, trust me, I adapt it to my own life first, or I'm a hypocrite. That's what I believe. I can't teach something that I don't stand firmly on. So we got to start taking a different course of action. If you take a stand, you make sure it's for the betterment of your path that is going to make you a better person for yourself and somebody else. If it's not, it is not your fight. Do y'all get what I'm saying? Just put a 1 in the comments if you're related. We're almost done. Stand in your truth. Stand in your truth. I know I love my pictures that I use, and it's so amazing how they just really came to my mind, and I just put these things together. Because this is a big one here. And I want to say this is number 5. Yes, it is. This is number 5. Stand in your truth. Allow your opinion to remain yours. This is going to irritate some people because I already feel it in my spirit. Allow your opinions to remain yours. Allow your timeless wisdom to be yours. Stop thinking of yourself as the victim if no one else wants to share your truth or your wisdom. Be good with what you know for others that want to know what you know. This is when your opinions and wisdom matters. So, in the test of time, everything has been debatable based off of scripture, based off of research, science, predictions, you know, research, controlled researches, like everything is debatable. It creates war, it creates division, it creates separation, it creates slaughters, like deaths after deaths after death, chaos after chaos, all because of opinion and timeless wisdom. So we subject ourselves to all of this mental chaos and confusion. And we play victim because we want to hold true to what we know and what we feel and what we've researched and what's written right here. But if someone else doesn't want to stand with you, it's okay. Release it. Like, release that burden. You no longer, I'm telling you, I'm going to say it's just a word from God. I'm telling you, you can release the burden. Because there is a place where people are going to want to know your opinion and your timeless wisdom, and they will stand with you. They will stand with your truth because it will also be their truth. To stand on truth means to cultivate that, to trust that, and to rely on that. Rely on truth, and there will be and timeless wisdom. And throughout time, new truths have been developed. Just think about it. Slavery. There was a truth in slavery of why people were enslaved. There was a truth for the Holocaust of why people had to die there. There's a truth in war of why countries have to face war, why they have to walk out of their doors and there's war going on in the street in other countries. There's a truth even in small things, just small things, regular living. My perspective, there's a truth in my perspective based off of my experience. So we all have these opinions and these timeless wisdoms that are truths. And it causes division and separation. And there's no more time for that. There's no more time for that because no one knows what's next. So in order for us to get in alignment with something that is so beautiful and so worthy of living the rest of our days, these are the principles that I will share with you on today. And we may not be in agreement, and I'm okay with it. But who would I be if not given the opportunity to share? Who would I be who called herself a spiritual leader, who called herself a woman of faith, who called herself a woman of God, and I don't share with you what has been given to me in my heart? And that's just where I am with it. And I look forward to going in and reading the comments. I feel much better because I had been heavy sitting on this question for almost 2 weeks now. And I'm so appreciative that Master Coach A has given me this platform to share with you, to challenge you on your next level of growth, because your next level of growth won't look like mine because we have different experiences. But what will look like mine is how we treat one another, how I show up for you with love and compassion, and how you show up for me with love and compassion, and how you show up with everyone else with that same love and compassion, you can be forgiven and you can forgive, because none of us are perfect. I haven't always had this life of faith and honesty and truth and not caring about what people think about me. I haven't always lived this. But there came a time in my life where I said, Lakendra, you can be forgiven, which means that you can also forgive. And I teach that all the time in my coaching practice. That's one of the last things I make my clients do, even if they come into me for business. I talk to them about forgiveness. I put it in there because that's what literally sets us free, where we can stop the division of all of these different emotions, these emotions that keep us in bondage. Y'all got me? So if you were with me, I want y'all to now drop me a heart. Drop me a heart in the comments, because I know that this was a lot to absorb, but it was so worth it. It was so worth it. And thank you once again, sister, for allowing me to be a part of this platform. And on behalf of D Cup Coffee Republic and Coach A Coaching Club, we want to thank you all for being a part of this journey. And you can watch the replay. Like if you want to go back and catch some of these notes, catch the replay on all of the episodes from seasons 1 to 5 inside of the Facebook page of D Cup Coffee Republic and Life Coach Philippines. You can also check on Coach A iConnect YouTube channel for a high definition video of this episode. And remember to subscribe to the channel so that you can get the alerts when a new video becomes available. Catch tomorrow's episode at 12 noon there in the Philippines and at 10 p.m. here in the US. It's going to be a surprise. Just show up for it, okay? And on our way out, I want y'all to put them hands, give me a big old heart like this, and let it reflect with your internal heart. And we're going to end with love, bum, boom on 3. 1, 2, 3. Love, bum, boom. One more time. Y'all ready? Because I know I left y'all. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Love, bum, boom. Thank you, everyone. Enjoy the rest of your day there in the Philippines and here in the US. Y'all have a very delightful night. Bye for now.